Hi Soul Fam, welcome back to this channel where we do tarot card readings every Monday and Reiki charge guided meditations every Thursday. If we haven't met before, my name is Frances. I'm the founder and lead practitioner here at Four Noble and the creator of the Four Noble tarot card deck, which is what we are going to be using today and every week when we meet for our tarot card readings. So let's just dive right into it. I do want to say if you are receiving this video after the day that it was recorded, please trust that it found you at exactly the right time. However, you might want to subscribe so that you can get these new readings every Monday in real time so you can stay up to date as we move through the weeks, the years, and all the energy that comes with that. So let's dive in. I'm just going to start by shuffling the cards. You're welcome to join me here. This is our setting our intention. Feel free to share your energy. We're going to welcome in your spiritual team. Working in the light and the highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed and protected, and theirs as well. And welcoming in my spiritual team. And each person here, spiritual team, welcome forward. Good. Okay. So, spreading out the cards in our little intuitive rainbow here. I'm curious to see what the cards say because there's a little bit of a feeling of disconnect this week. Maybe feeling a little floaty. I know we did have our new moon and eclipse last week, and there was a lot of push-pull energy in that. So yeah, I'm not sure if that resulted in some of us feeling maybe, just a little bit disconnected or ungrounded, or kind of seeking like almost like a spiritual hug in a way. So we'll see what the cards have to say. If you are feeling that, please know that it's okay. It's likely not just you, because it's a really palpable feeling in the energy. But let's see what we need to know this week. What do we need to know this week? They're being very particular with the cards. Okay. Do we want you? Do you want to come? Nope. Okay, so single card, two cards, and two cards. So let's see what is going on this week, what we need to know, what we need to focus on, where attention needs to be, all the things. First card, okay, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is the card of radical self-care and radical self-prioritization. What can come up with this card sometimes, though, is this feeling of maybe stickiness, defensiveness, maybe even what's the word? Like kind of sneaky type of energy. I'm going to come back to that in a moment and why that comes up. But the main message with Seven of Swords is self-prioritization. This week, you come first no matter what. Yeah, if that means booking a massage, if that means locking the door while you're in the bathroom, as long as everyone is safe, if you have kids and things like that, if that means, saying no to a social event that you should be at, but that you just do not have the space for. If that means, saying no to helping someone who maybe you previously agreed to. Now, there's some caveats with that because we don't want to just drop people. But if you want to say, I'm so sorry, I don't have the space, but let me help you find someone who can help you, right? So there's ways to do it in a appropriate and still kind and compassionate way. But Seven of Swords says it's you got to do you. Now, where that sneakiness or that kind of betrayal or backstabbing energy can come in with Seven of Swords is that if you are putting yourself first, that can trigger other people. So if you let someone down, no pressure on you to like make sure or try to not let them down. I go like this because you're not actually letting them down. You're putting yourself first so that you can continue in your life, which is so imperative, right? But they might feel let down by you. They might feel disappointed by you. They might feel hurt by your decision to choose yourself. And that might cause a little bit of friction in the energy. So that could mean someone like trying to hurt you, not physically, but in an emotional way. So maybe not taking other people's words to heart, just knowing, okay, I've triggered them, so now they're trying to get me back. I'm not going to take this to heart. Or it could mean that they maybe don't talk to you for a couple days because they're a little bit frustrated with you. That's okay. Like, give the space. You created the boundary. Accept the boundary to accept the space that you actually asked for and that you actually wanted. It doesn't feel very comfortable, but just know that you're not doing anything wrong. It's really, really important this week that you are self-prioritizing. Again, if it causes friction in other areas, those things will resolve, okay? The only thing that's coming through from your team is they're just saying make sure to do it in the right way. So kind of that example of if you have to cancel on someone who is really depending on you, don't just cancel and be like, good luck. Maybe tell them, I'm so sorry, I don't have the space. Let me help you figure this out so that you're still supported, but I just can't be the one to physically or actively support you at this time. Yeah, so there's a correct way to do it, but knowing that it's okay to put you first. And this comes in any area of life: self, work, home, friendships, really anywhere, okay? You get to come first. Even relationships, like if you have a partner and you're like, figure it out. Like, I need my peace. I got to protect my peace. I got to do my thing. They're like, I don't know what to do. And you're like, figure it out. Like, go to Google, figure it out. Yeah, it's okay to put yourself first. They're very adamant about that. All right. Okay, and this is, they're saying, I in my head, I was like, why is this coming up? It's actually to help you reground. So that energy that we were feeling in the beginning of kind of the floatiness or the what's going on, or the disconnection, radical self-care, radical self-prioritization, giving yourself what you need is going to help you reground, reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your team, reconnect with the universe so that you can keep going. Yeah. Okay. They're saying, gosh, there's a lot on this one. They're saying by doing that, you're causing or you're preventing unrepairable or irreparable, I don't know what the correct word is, but non-repairable, is that the word? You're preventing non-repairable friction in relationships. Right now, prioritizing yourself is like, okay, this might be a little bit of friction in the relationship, but we can repair that. If you don't take care of yourself long-term and you're running dry, one day you're going to snap, and that might become non-repairable with someone down the line. So this is preventative care. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, team. A lot of information there. All right, next card, 3 of Cups. Beautiful. So 3 of Cups, this is kind of like the card of, if I were to describe it in a way, it'd be like girls' weekend, right? Or guys' weekend, or friends' weekend. Going out and just no care, no worries, lots of fun, lots of support, lots of time to hold space for each other. I feel like we need care this week. So after you've taken care of yourself, maybe then reach out to your community, particularly those who are female or who carry a female and a very nurturing energy. 3 of Cups is very much in that divine feminine connection. They don't necessarily have to identify as female, but someone who is really, really nurturing for you and makes you feel seen and loved and valued and like fun. Yeah. So this could be a partner, this could be friends, this could be coworkers, this could be watching like Gilmore Girls on TV or whatever other, female driven show there is out there. But this is also the card of celebration. It feels this week that after you've cared for yourself with 7 of Swords, then we come into this 3 of Cups energy, which is we're seeking that connection. We're seeking to be seen and held and comforted and filled back up with joyful things, with fun, with laughter, with play. So if you can this week, I'd like you to schedule this into your calendar. I know it's hard sometimes with lots of people's calendars, but can you do a night out? Can you do a date night? Can you schedule in a movie night where you like get your favorite treats and you sit there and you're like, yeah, this is good. I totally resonate with what they're talking about on TV or on the movie or in the movie. And so that makes me feel seen and supported and connected. Yeah, I want you scheduling this in. So it's self-care, ground, and then 3 of Cups, fill yourself back up, but with fun, with joy. There should be laughter and play in this. Okay? Okay. Then we have these 2 cards. First one is Knight of Pentacles. Oh, and the 6 of Swords. Okay, this is beautiful. So Knight of Pentacles is asking you, let me just be silent here and I'll show you the card in a moment. Yeah, it's this forward movement in terms of your ideas, your brain. Pentacles are about your mind space, the tangible things in life, abundance. So it's slow and steady movement forward. But you also have the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands says, hey, celebrate how far you've come. Look at everything you've done. You should be really, really proud of yourself. Even if it hasn't been moving super duper fast, you're still doing the dang thing. Like, that is amazing. And so actually how you're going to achieve the forward movement of the Knight of Pentacles towards your big dreams, towards abundance, towards all the things, is to celebrate how far you've come. Again, it's a regrounding before a moving forward, a regrounding before a filling up. That's what this energy keeps echoing today is, in order to have that forward movement, in order to have the energy to keep going, in order to feel full and connected, we must first care for the self. We must first celebrate the self and create these really solid foundations. So this week, I want you spending some time writing down your wins. Like all the things that make you feel so proud of yourself. Anything from I hit this financial goal to I completed this project that I can't believe I completed because 6 months ago or a year ago or 5 years ago, it was just an idea on a piece of paper, to I got out of bed today. I did not want to do that and I did. Yeah, so all the things you're proud of yourself, write them down. I want you to fill up pages in a notebook, or like having to scroll if you write it on something more digital, because that's going to give you the motivation and the foundation to actually keep moving towards whatever other goals you are planning, whether they're financial, work-oriented, family-oriented, personal development, all the things. We need to make sure that that foundation is there and that you're feeling really good about yourself. There's always going to be self-doubt. There's always going to be confusion, but the celebration of self and not feeling guilty for doing that, right? We are always taught, like, don't brag. This is not bragging. This is self-appreciation, again, to create that solid foundation so that you can build upon that and have solid ground to walk forward from, okay? So make your list of gratitude this week of yourself, or pride or excitement of the things you've done. They're not really asking you to then what are your next steps? That's not really there. That will come naturally. It's truly just that feeling of like, I'm so proud of you. And maybe saying that to yourself. I am so friggin' proud of you. So proud of you. This has been hard and you've done a really good job. And even on days where you feel like you didn't do a good job, you still showed up. You still did something, or you rested when you needed to, and that was enough. I am so proud of you. Thank you. I love you. Speaking to yourself in that way, that's so motivating, right? Okay, and then last 2 cards. First one is the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. Ooh, we had 8 of Wands last week, so I'm going to come back to that in a moment. But the first card here, 5 of Cups, this is the card of despair because of focus on what is not going right or what is not feeling supportive. That makes sense based on these 2 cards that we just received and we just talked about, because if your team is saying, hey, you need to build yourself up and celebrate your wins, that means that in this past, I don't know, a couple weeks, I don't know how long, but in the past, up until today, you've been focusing on what's not working, where you're failing, where you're not moving fast enough, the fear of the unknown, the stagnation, the worry, the stress. Five of Cups asks you, if you look at the image here, to focus on the cups that have not tipped over. And maybe the spill there, maybe those cups, in theory had poison in them. Thank goodness they spilled over. Thank goodness it didn't work out. Because if you drank them, if you took action there, it wouldn't have worked, right? Or in terms of the poison, it would have really damaged you, right? You have 2 cups still standing. Those are the 2 that are meant to be standing for you. Those are the ones we want to drink, to fulfill, to move forward on, right? So focus on what you do have. Again, starting with your gratitude and then maybe moving towards, well, this opportunity is still here, or hey, it is wide open. There is nothing, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but that's a gift too. Because it's wide open in front of me. I can do anything. I can come in as a creative problem solver and I can change the way that I do things. I can, start something new. I can try this a new way. I can implement a new communication style. Like, there's so much opportunity for the new. So I want you shifting mindset away from what isn't working or what didn't happen or the disappointment maybe a letdown of an expectation, and shift to what is working, what is available. Okay. With this, we have the 8 of Wands. This is telling me, and this again came up last week, this is oftentimes the card of overwhelm. 8 of Wands is saying, there's still a lot swirling around in the energy, both in your external world, but also this week in the internal world. I want you to be mindful of your inner critic, of looping thoughts. So like, I'm worried about this. I'm worried about this, trying to focus here. I'm worried about this, trying to focus over here. We need to actually address this worry so that we can close the loop so it doesn't take up space in the head. You are safe to address the worry and then shift to the positive or shift to the opportunity after facing the fear, the stress, the worry. Okay, so we need to see it first, close the loop, and then shift awareness and attention. 8 of Wands is also saying, again, it's kind of just a busy time. Even things like inflation, how am I going to make enough money? What's going on in the world? I mean, I don't know what you all see on your social media, but I see so much stuff that I'm like, what is happening in this world? Like, what am I even doing? Everything is crumbling, and it can get so discouraging to even want to keep going, to even want to try. I want you creating boundaries around those things. And it's not to be uninformed. It is important to be informed and educated, but not to create those loops, because that just takes up space, keeps us focused on the negative, and then we don't have any forward movement, right? So, or any hope even. It doesn't even matter if we're moving forward. We don't even have hope to move forward. So the 8 of Wands is really telling you to be mindful of how the external world is affecting your mindset, and then also how those limiting beliefs or the worries or the fears are affecting your mindset as well, and making sure that you are safe to face them. After you face them, you're either going to let them go or reframe them into something that maybe doesn't feel necessarily positive, but that doesn't feel like it's dragging you down. It's kind of like, okay, well, this is what it is, but I have all these resources, so I'm good. Finding the, light in what might feel very dark, so that you can stay in that state of pride and excitement around what you've already done, knowing like, I've already done hard things, so these hard things aren't going to stop me either. I can figure this out. I'm smart. I can do this. Yeah. But again, I guess if there was an action from these cards, it would be mindful of what you are consuming in the media and in your relationships and in your conversations. Face any fears and worries, and then either heal and or shift those into a more positive mindset. So an example of that could be, I'm worried that I won't make rent this month, and then shifting that to, I have the resources I need to obtain or to earn the money that I know I deserve. And then maybe action steps. So do you need to, pick up another shift, or ask someone for a loan, or whatever it is. That was just a very surface level example. But it's kind of like, it's not it's not lying to yourself, it's acknowledging the truth. Yeah, this is a worry, but I'm smart enough to figure this out. Or let's use another example quickly. I'm worried that the friction that I've been feeling in my relationship is actually a red flag for, us having to end this relationship, right? And then it's like, well, I actually have so much love for this person and they have so much love for me. Maybe the friction in our relationship is because we are holding on so tightly to something, and that means that we want to fix it. Therefore, we both have our why to really want to resolve this issue so we can stay together. Yeah. So it's not about ignoring the negative, it's just about reframing it so that it feels hopeful for you, but also quieting the noise out here and in here. That's going to be really helpful for that. Okay. Okay, beautiful. So a lot of guidance this week. If we were to summarize, it would be radical self-care, put something on the calendar that feels really fun, celebrate your wins so that you have a strong foundation to keep moving forward, and shift the mindset to what is working and what is available to you while setting boundaries around the things that pull you out of that mindset. That was a great little summary there. Beautiful. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. If you feel called to donate to what I call the love jar, I will leave my PayPal donation link in the description box below. This helps me to show up with energy for you every single week. So thank you so much in advance for any amount, any penny that you are able to share there. I'm so grateful. If you would like to purchase this deck, I will also leave the link to do so in the description box below. When you purchase For Noble, you get a bonus free online course to learn how to read tarot cards. It's my Intro to Tarot online course. So that comes with the purchase of the deck. I do also have a few other online courses, the Source course, which is Intro to Spiritual Metaphysics, Chakra Flow, which is Introduction to the Chakra Line, and Yoga Flows to balance each chakra out. I am a certified yoga teacher, so don't worry, I'm not just like teaching yoga. And then the last class, the fourth class, is Crystal Clear, which is an introduction to learn how to use crystals, incorporate crystal healing into your daily life, how to create manifestation crystal grids, how to crystal grid your home, your space, your office. So lots of good stuff. I will leave all that information in the description below. I'm sending so much love. Again, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video, and I will see you again soon.